Yeah. Does that work? We're good. Chill. Okay. Hey, Cash, what's up? Yeah, it's who you think it is. For now. Ugh. I'm flipping a coin. If I quit out, it resets my progress, I think. No, I don't think it does, actually. I just realized. But that's okay. We'll finish off this one. We're almost at the end here. Uh, do I look more brown than I normally do? Probably hard to tell, simply because of this camera ISO. Which maybe I should mess with that a little bit. That's fine. Being your top 4 most watched streamer of the year, dang, dude. Not even number 1 anymore. I'm obviously slipping. Hey, Gray, how you doing? Oh, it has been a miserable day. I wanted to start streaming at freaking 11 o'clock today, or like noon. And it's been really windy here, and our power went out, and I have not had internet since then. And we had some issues, and we finally got it working, and it was. Uh, uh, almost got it there. It was rough. Zoo took up. Oh, you've been watching a lot of Zoo? Okay. Took up 2 slots. How did Zoo take up 2 of the slots? Yeah, it was miserable. So, because I just couldn't do anything. The hard thing with having no internet. It's one thing if it's like, oh, Steam's down, I can't game. At least I can go do like job search stuff and things like that. But like, I just couldn't do anything. I was able to apply for a couple jobs on my phone, but it's not fun to do it that way. So, huh. Hey, we did it! Yay! 20% chance. We got it. Okay. Let me set up something real fast. Hey Joshua, how you doing? Don't know if you've ever had this happen before, but I have this issue with your NAT type. Something about Toretto NAT type and no connecting. Toretto? Um, no. I don't know what Toretto means. I was an Xbox One issue? Oh. I used to tell people, like, NAT types are a thing that people don't always know how to do. And it's always complicated, but you basically have to go into your router settings and mess around with like how it connects to stuff. It's kind of complicated. Um, yeah, you have to mess with your router settings. Xbox Toretto refers to Toretto tunneling protocol. I'll tell you how blah 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 blah. When direct PV6 isn't available, often causing issues with NAT, UDP, or firewalls that block UDP port 3544. Yeah, okay. QoS tagging or ensuring your firewall permits. Yeah, okay, so, well, there you go. So, long story short, yeah, you have to go into your router settings, which, if you don't know how to do, go to your router box, and on the back of the box or something, or like if there was a little note, a sticker to it, typically it will have an IP address somewhere. If you plug that IP address into your computer or your phone or whatever it is, it'll take you to a router thing. I'll show you mine because actually I was just doing this. I was literally just doing this. Let me see. Do that. But because I was trying to get it to work, so if you haven't seen, but yeah, you plug in literally an IP address into your thing, like the thing on the bottom there. You just plug that into your thing, and you'll get like your internet stuff. Now, I really shouldn't show this on stream, but this is where you would like mess with set it your protocol settings and stuff. Um, there's ways to mess around packet filtering and stuff we have low, but you do like wireless setup, and you would mess around with some stuff where you could go into individual connections, and yeah, you can mess with stuff. Long story short, yeah, you will need to go into your settings, and I guess specifically on what it just says on port whatever 3544, just basically open that port. There should be an option that allows you to basically open that port. You can also go through like your command prompt thing. If you can get into your network through there, you can open it. Look online how to do all this stuff. If you look up the issue you're having, this Toretto thing, just look up how to allow Toretto network, and it should walk you through on maybe how to do it for your stuff. That's probably the best way to do it. Cause yeah, but it just might be like there's issues with network connections. So okay, there's probably, it just sounds like there's network issues and stuff like that, and so you gotta hit, you gotta open or allow something, or it's connecting issues connecting with it. So, um, anyways. Mortal Kombat on Xbox through cloud gaming. Never had this happen in all 24 years. I didn't realize to be expert on tech stuff. I tried to look at the code on the box. Yeah. Um, Normally not. I'm assuming the reason there's an issue is there might be something going on. I mean, again, there's a lot of power stuff going on here in Washington right now with the wind. So maybe some network stuff has gotten jumbled, and it just gets jumbled up sometimes. I used to explain the best way to explain NAT typing is there's three types. There's open, there's moderate, and then there's strict. And it's a lot more complicated, but again, like I said, the basics is A, B, or C. A being open, B being moderate, C being strict. A can play with anyone. A is open, it just lets all traffic in. It just like anyone can play with anyone. It's the most unsecure way to have it. You're the most susceptible to like hackers and stuff like that, but it allows all traffic through so you can connect to things easier, which probably means that you're like if you're doing it in a gaming sense, you're going to be able to connect to games quicker because your a player open network can connect with anyone. Moderate can only connect to other moderate people and open. It cannot connect to strict. Strict can only connect to strict. So A can play with anyone. B can only play with A and B. C can only play with C. So it creates a thing that if you have a strict NAT type, you actually have a smaller player base than you would having the other NAT types. It sounds weird because it's like A can play with anyone, but C can't play with A. So in reality, if you have A, you can't really play with C, but it would still let that network. It's dumb how it works, but and again, it's a super oversimplification of how all that shit works. But yeah, sometimes your network just like my best thing is whatever you're playing over cloud gaming. If you're playing on a Wi-Fi or something, honestly, best way to potentially fix the issue is fucking reset your network box. That will probably free up any issues. If you've never had this problem before, resetting your network box will probably fix the issue. More than likely. So you don't have to mess with any settings or anything like that. Unplug it for 1 minute, plug it back in. That's the way to do a hard reset. Anyways, that's my suggestion. So changes back for some reason. That's why I'm saying reset. If it changes it back for some reason, yeah, there are some network protocols that are locking it that might be out of your control. And honestly, when sometimes those things happen, there might not be much you can do until it fixes itself. I mean, you can call your network and have them help you, but a lot of these kind of issues kind of just resolve themselves over time, Change the 4-digit number that started with 3 and change it to a 5-digit and that starts with 5. Is that? Yeah. I mean, is it just opening? I'm guessing all that is it's opening more ports to allow more network traffic to come in. If you're changing a 3 to a 5, it's probably just being like what's allowing what traffic is allowed is you're allowing traffic between 1 and 3 or 1 and 3,000 in, and then instead now it's 1 and 5,000. Again, super oversimplification, but I'm just trying to find the best way to explain this. So NXXT is doing surprisingly well. Actually, I haven't really looked since I was on vacation. Yeah. I mean, I'm happy. I threw in I told you I was willing to toss 1,000 into it. So, and it sounds like it is working for me. Ooh, I lost some money today. Oof. Ooh, no, I lost a good amount. What hit? Took a big hit. Oh, it's fucking that one. No. Oh, that one lost a little bit. No, NXT. What the hell are you talking about? NXT losing me money today. Although I am up 50% on it. So I threw 1,000 in and I'm up $500. So yeah, it's doing pretty well. It's doing pretty well for me. Man, I should have bought out of SMR when I could. I just I just hadn't looked at my stock stuff in a while, and dude, SMR is now. I mean, I'm still up, but man, I was up like 200%, and it's dropped heavily. So, anyways, all right, Legend Vancouver Surge. Legend playing COD. All right. So today, I'm still upset about the freaking missing out on VIP. We had some stuff, so we'll talk about hoarding meta. What's going on? 5 million value during an expedition while you stash and loot. Gets reset. Drives the current playstyle. Play super safe, avoid fighting, run cheap and free loadouts, hoard good gear instead of using it. Focus on banking value rather than having fun with your stash. In the last one, you should be eager. The best moments are usually you burn your best kits, expedition. Yeah, I kind of agree with what people are saying with Ark. I actually liked, someone posted a good thing. So speaking of which, all right, today, oh man, they're playing Deadlock, and I kind of want to play with the boys, but I need to play. I mean, I need to play Ark though. I've got 2 days. Well, less than tomorrow. It happens tomorrow. I have technically like 14 hours or something. I don't know when it happens tomorrow, I guess. So, but supposedly, I don't know if resets at 9 o'clock like it is a lot of times. I basically have 14 hours to try make $1 million in this game. $1 million and $2 million. I have to make $2 million in 14 hours. So, we'll see what happens. I like what someone recommended. I actually like how they, instead of doing it by stash loot value, you do by completion. If you complete all of the missions inside the quests, if you do all the quests, you get a skill point. If you max out your stash, you get a skill point. If you hit level 75, you get a skill point. If you level up all of your workbenches to max, you get a skill point, and then like $1 million or something in your stash. Because right now it is. Like, I mean, I'll be honest. Normally I would be like, all right, let's go fucking hard, and I would see who could get online. I mean, True, unfortunately, has to be offline because he just went to work a little while ago. Okay. Don't care on that. Yeah, there's this new outfit, so that's pretty cool. But oh, I did get I should have got a new backpack thing. So I'm at 1.15 million, and I think we did calculate that I went through all of my shit, and I found that I was sitting at I was sitting at another, like, or 2.5 million, I think. I know there's a way to do it where, like, if I just change the date time on my PC to the expedition date, it should tell me how much my stash is worth, but we're just gonna go old school. We're just gonna go old school way. We're just gonna do it this way, and we'll see what happens. So, luckily, it's not actually by stash, it's just by total value of both your stash and cash on hand. So, in other words, I can start selling all the Bobcats that I have. I want to use the Bobcats, but I'm not going to. I think if I was doing something else... I think I would maybe... If I was doing something else, sure. I would,